My name is Troy Nelson. I'm a senior at UW Stout, majoring in hotel restaurant tourism management. I have a minor in human resources and sociology. I'm the student body president, and I'm a member of the Phi Sigma Phi National Fraternity. I was a freshman in high school down in Mississippi when Hurricane Katrina happened. On Friday, it was a tropical storm, and the teacher told us, "Hey, guys, we might have a long weekend. There's a hurricane coming into the Gulf," because we get hurricane days like you guys get snow days. So I ended up going home, and on Saturday it was upgraded to a Category 3. And we were debating whether or not we were even going to leave. I mean, we get hit by Category 3 hurricanes all the time. It's no big deal. We got hit by Ivan, Charlie, Tropical Storm Isidore, Tropical Storm Lily. So we were really debating whether or not we even needed to evacuate. But then on Sunday morning we woke up and it was a Category 5 hurricane, and then we decided we had to get out of Dodge and leave. I brought my video camera and a couple pairs of clothes, and that was it. And I'd evacuated for storms before. I'd always brought all this stuff, but nothing ever happened. And this time I was thinking the same thing. Nothing's going to happen. It's not going to be that big of a deal. I'm going to come back in 3 days and, go to the beach. I went back 2 weeks after the storm, and this, as soon as you got into Hattiesburg, Mississippi, you could see a really noticeable difference in the landscape. Trees, just entire forests wiped down. We didn't even recognize our house when we drove past it. We drove past it, backed up, and we were like, we think it's right. It was here, because you couldn't tell where it was. I mean, it was just a pile of rubble, and the only way that we were able to recognize was 2 trees in our front yard. They'd been cut in half, basically, but they still had the trunks that were sitting there. So those were the only way we could really recognize it.
This is Torgerson Motors. Go a little bit ahead. As you can see, it's in pretty bad shape. There is a house in the gas station. A lot of these houses were just picked up and moved, roofs and all. Jeez.
Now, like when I look back, there were certain things I wish I could have brought, but I would have brought with me when I evacuated, but it's just stuff. You can replace it. Everything is replaceable. The only things you can't replace are your family, your pets, things like that. Your home is not where your house is where your stuff is. Your home is where your family is. So, you can replace a house. You can replace the stuff in the house. Not the family, though. So we got the important stuff out. The biggest thing for us was just, rebuilding our lives at that point. I went to Baraboo High School and graduated from there in 2009. And from there I went to UW Stout. That was my next choice, or my first choice of schools was UW Stout. So I first got interested in SSA during the fall of my freshman year, or spring of my freshman year, excuse me. And I became active in the organization fall of my sophomore year. I was on the Financial Affairs Committee, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the student government just in general. I became Public Relations Director in spring 2011, and I held that position for a year. And then after that position was up, I ran for the position of Student Body President, and I got elected on April 21st, 2012. This fall, my biggest priority is getting students out to vote. It's a big job. It's a big job, to say the least. We have a lot of really great ideas. You're going to be seeing us, if you're a student here, you're going to be seeing us, the student government, all over campus, trying to get students out to vote in the MSC, North Point Commons, Merrill Price Commons, everywhere. You're going to see us, and we're going to be trying to get you registered. If you want to get involved and you want to know what's going on at Stout, if you want to really get a good feel of how this university operates, how we operate with the state of Wisconsin and the other University of Wisconsin schools, then SSA is where you're going to want to come to do that. We pass a lot of legislation that directly affects student life on campus as far as the smoking ban goes and the bus services that we provide now, the nightlife shuttle and the Stout route. So if you want to join SSA, it's a great experience, highly recommended, and I encourage everybody to do it.